what would you suggest that this chamber do to correct these situations?
God bless you for that question, sir. We have to restore the right of remonstrance. In the 1800s, they had a grievances and propositions committee. We need to let the people know that when they complain against a judge, they do it through remonstrance to their representative. And as I discussed before, that remonstrance would be reviewed in the judiciary. And we need to start impeaching judges and send a clear message. Tennessee is the volunteer state. And let Tennessee lead the way, because this corruption of our judiciary is not a Tennessee problem. It is a problem across this country and across this world. And I implore the members to have the courage to abolish this agency and let Tennessee lead the way, that the judiciary has been proven incapable of self-government and self-oversight, and that the legislative houses are going to take back the power of impeachment. And under Article 6, Section 6, judges may be removed by concurrent vote of both houses. But the only way the members are going to know to impeach under Article 5, Section 1, or the only way they're going to know to remove under Article 6, Section 6, is if the members start receiving petitions of remonstrance from their citizens. When you look at Article 5, Section 5 is impeachment, and it defines impeachment. Impeachment is for crimes committed in office. Article 6, Section 6 is for misconduct. And I can guarantee you, if the members of these bodies listen to the people and the corruption that is going on with case steering tactics, with excluding evidence improperly, and all the little tricky things that judges do to case steer and decide the outcome, not according to the facts, but according to their own pecuniary interests. When those facts are presented to these bodies, you will see the corruption. And when you start to impeach, it is going to send a clear message across this state and across this country that Tennessee is leading the way in judicial reform and restoring justice, which is the purpose of our government.
Were there any other points that you were trying to ask us to do?
Absolutely. In January of 2019, I filed a petition of remonstrance received and recorded in the journals of both houses. I'll be happy to provide that with you. I have a redress of grievances sought, and in that is a list of reforms that I want. I want drug tests for judges. I want live stream recorded court proceedings just like these houses in every courtroom. I want every litigant handed a piece of paper that says you have a right of due process, and here's what due process means. You have a right to be heard, you have a right to present argument, you have a right to present evidence orally, you have a right to confront adverse testimony face to face, and you have a right to a fair and impartial judge, and you have a right to a trial by jury in civil and criminal cases. And if any of those rights are violated, you have a right to petition for redress of grievance to your district representative. And that costs the state nothing. It's a piece of paper that you hand to every litigant, plaintiff, defendant, civil and criminal cases. It's a piece of paper. And if you don't want the people to know what their rights are, that means you want to be able to violate their rights. And there are some other reforms that I put in the remonstrance that I believe will restore justice to our courts, will restore accountability to judges, and will heal this entire republic by restoring justice to Tennessee courts first. Thank you for that question, sir.
Calfee. Yes, sir.
In brief, please, in brief, if somebody in my district felt like there'd been wrong activity by a judge concerning them, they would file a petition with me, and then I would present it to the full House. And of course, I'm sure I don't believe you live in my district, so I don't know who you filed that petition with, but that's what would happen. And then I'd move it on and then see if any action is going to be taken. In short, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So, House Rules of Order, Rule 15, petitions and memorials. Before a petition shall be received and read at the table, a brief statement will be filed with the clerk. So the process for this is in the House Rules of Order. You would ask that litigant to state the facts, state the argument of why it was wrong, and the specific redress. The redress is not, I want millions of dollars. The redress is, I want to be made whole. I want things made right. You file that petition with the clerk's office. The petition is read at the table, and then the House typically resolves to refer that to a specific committee for deliberation.